I might change my mind later on, but as in right now, that's a no for me. If you've been here before, you know I'm not one to follow trends to the T. I do like double here and there, but for the most part, I do like my classics. But in today's video, I want to share with you 10 things that are considered to be trending and that are either already in my wardrobe or are in my wish list and how I plan to style them. The first trend I want to talk about is the 90s minimalist. And the reason I like that one is because I do already have that 90-ish minimalist style. I do like my high-waisted straight-leg denims with either a top or even a t-shirt, and dress it up with heels and add that extra layer if the weather requires it, whether that is a blazer or a coat, and then dress it up more if you need to with jewelry. It doesn't have to be denims if you don't like denims. I love my denims, so that's why I use it as an example, but it can be as simple as a pair of trousers or even skirt and then style it the same way. I also love my monochromatic look. I think it's so chic and stylish and it's so easy to put together. It doesn't have to be the same exact color. It can be just different shades within the same color range, and it provides that effortless but elevated style, which I really like. The way I interpret the 90s minimalist is not necessarily an all neutral outfit. I think if you're into color, you can also add color. But for me personally, in my style, I do like to keep within the 3 color rules. And I say rules in quotation marks because I don't think there's such thing in fashion. And so the 3 color rules is basically you wear 3 colors in your whole outfit. So if your top is one color and your bottom is a different color and your shoes a different color, then whatever else you add has to match one of those items, which I have used more than 3 colors in the past, but it's either I'm doing neutrals and other colors, or it just looks right. And sometimes when it comes to fashion, I think that if it looks good, it makes you feel good, then it's good. But again, the way I interpret it is keeping everything cohesive with the same color palette, no large embellishments, and having that effortless look that a minimal outfit tend to have. This next trend is relaxed denim. And in the past year or so, I have been slowly shifting towards more oversized clothes or relaxed clothes. And half of my denim still in the fitted side because I bought them such a long time ago, and they either fitted because my body changed, or they fitted because that was the style, and I still wear them. I still like them. But now when I'm thinking about adding a new piece to my wardrobe, I do like to size up for that more comfortable and relaxed feel. Though a lot of what I've seen online when it comes to this trend is extra baggy, so people are sizing up 3 or 4 sizes to get that super mega oversized fit, which to me that's not something I plan on participating in. I might change my mind later on, but as in right now, that's a no for me. I do have a pair of denims that are this 90 baggy style, and I sized up when I got them because my body was a little different than what it is right now. They are super comfortable, of course, because they are in the baggy side. When it comes to styling this type of denims, I do like to keep my top in the fitted side because my bottoms are in the looser side for more contrast and playing with proportions. I do like that whole oversized everything, and I have been playing around with it a little bit because again, I am petite, and so I like to just make it work in a way that I don't look like I'm drowning my clothes. But I do think it's interesting, especially for the colder months where you can just layer over and make your outfit more interesting. Camel Tones. So this one hits home for me because I do like my camels. I have them since forever and I wear them all the time, especially during the colder months. It is a tone that looks good on my skin complexion, and so I do embrace it. I have this sweater that I got last year from Everlane. I haven't had the chance to style it yet because I got it off season, but I do love the color and the style, and because of the material, it's something that it can dress up your outfit easily, whether you style it with denims and a pair of sneakers. But of course, you can dress it up with trousers or skirts, and it's a very versatile piece, and so the options to style it are endless. And then I have this one, which is a hoodie. It's from Reformation. I got it 1.5 years or so ago, and it feels like I got it forever ago because I wear it all year round, all the time. Even during the summertime, I put it around my arms as a scarf to cover a little bit of my arm from the sun. I also have a couple coats in this tone. This one I wear all the time. As soon as it starts getting chilly, this is my go-to of mine because it's extremely soft, it's so comfortable, and it's very versatile. It's a classic style that will never go out of style, and it dresses up any outfit you pair with. Yeah, it's another staple in my wardrobe. I find leather anything very interesting. It's a way that you can add some edginess to your style. Not only the typical traditional moto jacket, but I also like the longer jackets and trousers and shorts. I've been in the hunt for a pair of leather shorts and a pair of trousers for almost 2 years. It doesn't have to be real leather. If you're a vegan, it can be a vegan leather, which sometimes vegan leather can be plastic, so keep that in mind. They do make leather looking material from viscose, which is sustainable and breathable, and so it is overall a better option to go for if you're not into the real leather. For my leather statement piece, I have this trench coat that I got last year. Like I mentioned in a different video, trench coats regardless of the material are a classic, and so this is a piece that will be in my wardrobe for years to come. Because this jacket is such a classic and versatile piece, I don't think there is anything that you couldn't pair it with. So I'm gonna use a pair of trousers or leather trousers, for example. I don't have one yet, I'm still looking for one. But when I do get it, it's something that I plan to style with a more settled piece on top, because leather will be the statement piece and I will want that to do all the talking, and then on top I will go either for a white tee and a jacket, or an all black look will look really nice with a black turtleneck. A head to toe leather look, that's something I haven't done because I don't have a head to toe leather look outfit, but I think it'll be interesting to wear a pair of leather trousers and then do like whatever top you want to do, and then a leather jacket and a pair of leather boots. Oh, that sounds fun. So I don't have a tons of blazers in my wardrobe. I do wear them, but I do have just a few of them that I really love and are very specific to each season. I do have this one that I absolutely love. It's from Everlane and I got it a year and a half or so ago. I get tons of compliments every time I wear it. I get asked a lot of times, where is it from? It's made in wool, so it's nice and thick and warm. It is lined, so that adds to the warmth of the coat. And so I'm only able to wear it during the colder months because it is thick, but I don't mind it. I love it. I like to pair it with an all black look, so a black turtleneck or top, and then my black skinny jeans, and then boots. Obviously, you can play around with other colors or all this styling. You can put it over a dress, you can put it over trousers. And so blazers are classic. The options are endless when it comes to styling blazers, and so this one is for sure a staple piece in my wardrobe, especially for the colder months. So this one has been one that I always show interest in, and I do have a couple coats that are an oversized fit, that are either oversized because it's a style, or I size up because I want an oversized fit. I do try to be careful when it comes to sizing up on certain things, because if they're not meant to be oversized, then it might look awkward on you. I do have specifically one that I bought it in my own size, or the size that the brand recommended, and it still ended up being a little bit oversized, but it's not oversized to the point that it looks like it doesn't fit me. It's not my size, so it wasn't meant for me, but it's oversized because of the style. It's oversized. How many times I'm gonna say oversized? And it's this one from Arezia. I got it a year and a half or so ago, and I absolutely love it. It is super thick, so I don't wear it at the beginning of the fall. I do usually towards the middle, maybe the end even, and then throughout the winter because it is lined. But it's super nice and cozy and chunky, very thick. Love the pattern and the color. It has this very minimal burgundy color in it, which is not something that I do have in my wardrobe, but it's very minimal and it blends nicely with the rest of the colors. When I wear this coat, I do like to wear something more fitted inside, not so much because of the aesthetic of the whole outfit, but for comfort. I feel like it's more comfortable when I just wear a turtleneck underneath it, and if I have to add a scarf, I'll add a scarf, but it's just one thing that I have on, and then I add that coat, especially because it's super thick, so I don't need any extra layers. But it will look great with extra layers as well. I just rather just not have too much stuff on me because the coat's already heavy, and so I just usually do either a turtleneck and a pair of denims or trousers, or even a dress. This next one, I don't have a whole lot to say because again, I don't have it physically, so I cannot style it for you. But I do want to maybe get one secondhand, because I don't think this is a piece that I would keep in my wardrobe for years to come. Maybe I might surprise myself because I have in the past. I know this is 100% my sister's style, and so if it doesn't work for me, then I'll pass it along to her. I've seen some in leather, which it might be more suitable for my style, but I'm also looking at these ones that are made on this nylon materials, almost like a waterproof or water resistant materials. And I do need something that I can throw over my workout clothes for when I go for walks or run. I don't really run, but if I go exercise outside of the house and it's cold and I need something that it's water resistant or even water repellent, then I can just throw it over, and that will be something more practical that I can actually wear often. If I do end up finding the one I want and it's exactly the way I imagine it in my head, outside of wearing it for workout purposes, because it's such a casual style, I would pair it with pants, so maybe not denim per se, unless I'm wearing heels, so like maybe a low heel boots, just to dress it up a bit and create that juxtaposition of something very chill and casual, and then something at the bottom that's more elevated. So when I was doing my research for this trend, I almost passed it, didn't talk about it, because I was like, I don't have anything that has sequins on it. And then I found this dress in my wardrobe. This is the closest thing I have to sequins. It does have sequins on it in a couple of places, but because it's brown and the dress is brown, and so it makes it more settled. When I first bought this dress a couple of years ago, it was an impulse buy, and I thought it was gonna be a special occasion type of dress, and it kind of is because of the style and the sequins and all that. But because of the way I style it, I make it more wearable. So what I do is I wear it with these tall boots underneath it. I have wear it with leggings as well, so I wear leggings and then my high knee boots and then a black tank top, so it looks like I'm just wearing like a leotard, and then I throw that dress on and it looks pretty good. I get tons of compliments every time I wear it. I think sequins are so fun and playful and party-like, but if you have a casual style and you want to incorporate sequins into your wardrobe in a way that it's wearable and that you don't have to wait for New Year's to be able to wear it, then you can do something like this, where it's not, you know, a whole lot in your body, but it's something that you can just contrast with a pair of denims or add a jacket over it and do that juxtapositions of, you know, something very fancy and party-like and then something more casual at the bottom. Or you can do something like what I did, which is accents of sequins, but it's not full-on sequins. And so there are options out there if you really do want to add something to your wardrobe, but you don't want to make it too loud. These last two pieces are shoes, and for the first pair, these ones I've been thinking about it a lot. And I decided to wait until I go to Italy and see if I can either get them secondhand or find them somewhere. But I've been waiting because I want the chunky style loafers. I want to try them on first on my feet. I don't want to get it online. I do have a pair of chunky boots that I didn't think I was gonna like as much, and I do, and so it's not a matter of style, but I don't know, I never had a pair of loafers, let alone chunky loafers, and so I want to go into a store and try a couple and see how I feel. I plan to style the same way I style my Oxford, which I do wear a lot. So a pair of denims with a top or trousers or skirts or dresses. But if I do get the chunky style loafers, again to play with proportions, then I'll keep in mind to style my top heavy so it can match up the bottom so I don't look all feet, especially because I am petite. The last ones are knee-high boots, and these I have 3, 4, maybe even longer than that. I think I got them before I met my husband, and I met him 7 years ago, so yeah, way longer than that. I got it from DSW, so I doubt it they are available, but they're made in suede, and they're my only knee-high boots because I don't wear a whole lot of knee-high boots, but I do like to have one for when I want to wear like that brown sequin dress that I talked about earlier. I love how they look when styled with shorter length, either skirt or dress or even shorts, and then a top obviously, and then a coat over it. I think it looks very stylish and edgy, and yeah, I like the look. And that is the end of the video. It's getting dark and I'm super hungry, so that's a sign that I should stop and go make myself something to eat. I hope you like this video. If you did, just give it a thumbs up, as it does help support my channel. We are over 500 already. We're trying to get to 1,000 before the end of the year, so if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!